Hello, my name is Laurel, and these are my top 10 things to do in Arizona that are completely free. Yes, that means you don't have to pay for parking or anything. Make sure you stick around for my top picks because they are seriously worth seeing. Keep in mind, a lot of these things work best with access to a car, so either use your own, a friend's, a rideshare app, or public transportation, or steal someone's. Just kidding, do not steal someone's. Okay, now let's get started. Take a little break from the heat and cool off with some AC inside of Scottsdale's Fashion Square Mall. I usually park by Anthropologie if I can magically find a spot, but there's always a lot of underground parking as well. Do some window shopping or some people watching. I highly recommend staring inside the Louis Vuitton and Gucci stores and pretend you can afford to make a purchase there. I always feel as though my credit score goes up just by walking into the Cartier and Neiman Marcus stores. The ceiling is made of glass too, so you get a lot of natural light and some sunshine while you're walking around. It's a nice way to get some steps in while still being in the AC. In downtown Phoenix, there is a street known as Roosevelt Row in the Arts District that has some kind of mural or street art on almost every single block on every single building. Stretch your legs and take a walk around, preferably in the cooler months. If you like photography, this is a great place to practice or snap a few pictures for the Insta. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Just down the street from Roosevelt Row is the downtown Phoenix Open Air Farmers Market. There are lots of free parking and it's open all year long on Saturdays 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. But it is a fun place to check out. If you like plants or just want to walk through a little jungle, I highly suggest checking out Berridge Nurseries. This is a huge greenhouse and nursery off of East Camelback Road. They have tons of cacti, flowers, garden accessories, and colorful flower pots. This place is really big and has lots of space to walk around. You even get a close-up view of Camelback Mountain once you exit. If you take Interstate 87 north out of Phoenix, you get into these beautiful mountains with really awesome views. Drive 45 minutes to an hour and you'll find yourself in Tonto National Forest. There are lots of different trailheads to pull off on or take a walk or just sit and enjoy the views. But be careful if you are new to driving through the mountains. It can get a little scary, so go as slow as you feel that you need to, and please use the right lane. If you want to be transported to Fair Verona, where we lay our scene, Shakespeare nerds will know what I'm talking about, you will want to stop at Royal Palms Resort. Snap a few magical pictures of the Romeo and Juliet inspired tilework and architecture. I was curious about this place and visited this little hidden resort on my own. When I went, parking was free and I walked right inside the courtyard. If you're crazy like me and go in the summer, you will likely not run into a single soul. You won't be able to use the pool or go into the other part of the resort unless you pay for a room, but this place is definitely a peaceful and unique place to check out. Number 5 is walk around Old Town Scottsdale. This is something I like to do often, except now with the coronavirus, not so much, but you know what I mean. You'll know Old Town Scottsdale when you see it. It looks like it's right out of an old Western movie. Old Town is lined with gift shops, art galleries, bars, both fancy and laid-back restaurants. Grab a selfie with a cowboy or look around the Mexican import store. There's so much to see, I could make a whole video just on Old Town Scottsdale. Keep in mind that weekends it can get busy, so if you can go on a weekday, that is best. During the hot summer months, it is a complete ghost town. Number 4 is the Superstition Mountains, more specifically the Hieroglyphic Trail. This 3-mile round-trip hike through the desert will get your heart pumping. But at the top there are ancient hieroglyphs and a waterfall. The waterfall will flow fast after a heavy rainfall, but most of the time it sticks to just little pools in the rocks. The view from the top is worth the hike in itself, but I love how unique this trail is because you feel very connected to the desert and ancient people who once lived there. While this trailhead is free to park at, there is another trailhead in the Lost Dutchman State Park, which is another great trailhead, but you do have to pay for parking there. Number 3 is the mountain lakes up at the northern rim. I almost don't want to tell you about this one because I don't want more people to learn about it, but this is such a fun thing to do. I went during the summer and again in the fall. I learned that in the summer it's best to get up as soon as possible in order to grab a parking spot. In the fall, when it's a little bit cooler and people aren't doing as many water activities, it's much easier to get a spot. There are a couple chains of lakes up here, and Woods Canyon Lake is one of my favorites. It's super fun to walk around the entire lake, sit by the shore, and listen to the water lap against the rocks. It is a really nice break from the valley heat. My number 2 favorite thing is watching the sunset at Papago Park. I mean, this one just speaks for itself. Catching the sunset at Papago is a great way to end the day. Most people watch the sunset from a hole in the rock, but it can get crowded, so I would opt for the wide open trails instead near the West Buttes. Keep in mind that this park does close at sunset. I've seen people stick around later than that, but I've also seen cops hovering in the parking lot, so it's best not to risk a ticket. And last but certainly not least, my number 1 favorite thing to do is the Goldfield Ghost Town. Just a hop skip away from the Hieroglyphics Trail is a ghost town nestled against the Superstition Mountains. Parking once again is free, and there's no admission fee either. This place has a lot to offer. On Saturdays, performers will do reenactments and fake shootouts. There is a saloon that does have a very affordable lunch option, which I recommend checking out, and you get some great views of the Superstition Mountains while you eat. There's a reptile house, and you can do horseback riding or check out the museums. You feel transported back in time in this old western ghost town. It is truly something unique to the state, and it's one of my favorite things to do with people. I mean, look at this cute little outhouse. And those are my top 10 things to do in Arizona that are completely free. All of these were within 2 hours of the Phoenix area too. If you guys like this video, make sure you get it a thumbs up so that I know to make more videos just like this one. And feel free to subscribe. Take your shoes off, stay a while, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, bye.